Okay, so it's temporary for right now. Hey, what? It used to be all green, you said? So this officer is saying that all this area used to be green, and you can see it's dirt now. Just if it was raining, it'd be mud. So this is where everybody had stuff set up at?
They did at some point, but with the constant foot traffic going, not supposed to really walk on the grass.
Right.
This is run by the Parks and Rec Association.
Okay. A Portland?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to come back out here and reseed it and hopefully allow it to go back up to be a green space again.
Okay.
But it's going to take a while.
So it might be closed as long as that takes, perhaps.
It could, yeah. So
okay.
I don't know if you remember Occupy.
Yeah, around 2010, 12-ish area.
So
yeah.
When that happened, it took about 5 months for everything to grow back green again.
Okay.
And they did the same thing. They closed it down and allowed the seed to take root again.
Okay. Now, do you know if you guys are going to be patrolling the whole time, or how things end up at night?
I think it's going to be dependent upon
what's the logistics and everything that's in play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt we're going to defend this front very
right.
Just,
yeah.
What's the use
right.
At the end of the day. We're just trying to save a little bit, but at the same time, there's 23 murders in the city in just 1 month.
Right.
I mean, there's other things that's going on.
And that's due to some of the dismantling of different, I guess, agencies or departments.
I'm not going to say it's directly responsible, but 60 days ago we had a GBRT, everything was normal.
Right.
60 days later we got 30 murders.
Right.
So I think you can draw your own conclusion.
Yeah, and I heard that today by Chief Lavelle. He was speaking about that, and yeah, which is unfortunate.
It'd be nice if some of these, like that CNN right there, instead of them calling this a BLM protest, maybe someone could
address it the right way.
Some of the issues that a BLM protest isn't one.
Isn't this
They don't even know when the BLM was started, when it was 7 years ago, and they haven't done anything in the intervening time.
Correct.
Not one thing.
Correct.
Didn't show up to one city council meeting, didn't show up to one single appeal that issue for Black Lives.
Right. So you're saying that BLM hasn't shown up to any city council meeting, and
well,
some of the people, or at least the new people,
I would say that 99% had no idea
right.
what BLM was until May
like
25th.
Exactly. Right. And this, from what I've seen of it, my personal opinion, it don't look like a BLM movement. At least at night.
I would say.
Right.
I would definitely say that too.
Okay.
Most of them ain't from here.
Right.
From around here. They don't have no connection to Portland whatsoever. And if you have no connection to Portland, you definitely don't have connection to the black community.
Right. And I'm judging by appearance, but I assume that you're at least mixed, black and white, or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad moved out here in 1968 from Ghana.
From where at?
Ghana.
Okay. Wow, Ghana. Wow. Okay. So there's some roots there.
Yeah. So I'm happy there.
Okay. Yeah. See, and I've been here all my life, and I've seen the changes as well. I was too. I was from Northeast 7th Avenue on out. You know what I mean?
Used to live on 15th in Alberta.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have some roots as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Always went to Northeast schools.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well.
Really? Who are you?
You can read the package, sir.
I don't want to make that close. Can you tell me?
I can tell you.
State police. Oregon State.
He says he's state police, which is far from.
Security.
No.
Federal.
No.
City.
The Portland, yeah.
Portland City.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. That.
I'm a citizen of Portland myself. To identify.
You don't have Oregon plates.
I'm sorry.
You don't have Oregan
He
plates.
said he don't have Oregon plates.
DMV.
You're
DMV
not a
shut
citizen
down. They
of
won't let me do it. I'm in the Michigan state.
So that's typical of what we hear.
Right.
Someone who just moved to the area, or just came down here for the area,
My truck, son.
it's just so they can create a spectacle of themselves instead of supporting a movement that might have some good opportunities to do some good, right?
Right.
I mean, there's potential there,
Potential. Went about it the right way.
but this doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Right. Now, do you mind if I ask you a personal question as a black man to a black man?
With everything going on,
question. Can I park here just in the courthouse real quick?
What?
Can I park here still?
No, I don't think you can park here.
Alright, I was just saying because we're going to the
This was,
courthouse.
he's parking before.
Alright, I'll just go to the other side then.
I'm going to the other side.
Alright, thank you.
You finished talking? I interrupted.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, you said this truck has a license plate. And I said I'm a more-than citizen, so what's the point? What's the point of that conversation?
There is no point.
Okay, I was trying to fight bring that up, man. That was really silly.
If you think so, that's fine. Alright.
I don't know what you're talking there.
You know you can't park there either.
Officer told him he can't park there. He's saying, oh well.
Okay.
I can pick it out, man.
Write me a ticket.
I don't care. That's a piece of my words, brother.
I'm not your brother.
If I can get tickets, I'll pay for them all. I don't care.
Alright. But he's typical of what's going to come out tonight.
This is pre-party.
This is pretty fun.
Right.
They get worked up
Yeah.
all day long into a lather.
Right.
And they show up and this is what they do. You know, and he's saying he's a citizen of Portland.
With Washington plates.
He's got Washington plates. I'm betting he's got Washington license. I'm betting everything is associated to across the river.
Right. Right. So what I wanted to ask you on a personal level, black man to black man, do you feel oppressed? No. Okay. And I had to ask that because of the narrative. That's obviously taken.
Obviously, it's more complex than that.
It is.
Doesn't make sense. They're trying to make, you know, just like the national news, make it seem like all of Portland is on fire every night. No, it's the three-third blocks. But we're not a big city. We don't have unlimited resources.
Right.
So we can only do so much at a time. So the rest of Portland is suffering at this time.
Of course.
400%. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but it's typically about 22 shootings in this month, which is a heavy month.
Right, because it's starting to heat up. Summer. Right.
We've had 79.
79 shootings in a.
in
Wow.
a month. And we normally have 3 to 5 murders in this month.
Right.
It's 20. Yeah.
About 20.
So over 20. So I don't want to say one thing is definitely the other.
Right.
I'm not a statistician.
Can't blame it. Right, but
it does seem like it had direct correspondence. Like
Mhm.
me personally, GBRT solved 2 of my shootings that I would have had no way of solving.
right.
Thank you, man.
Right on, guys. Yeah, I completely agree. So it's like you said, it'd be nice if people really reported real news.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
The rest of the city really is burning down in a sea of blood, and no one seems to be paying attention.
Right.
They're only concerned about somehow their rights are being infringed on. When they burn down a section of the city that they don't live in, but they go back to the suburbs and they don't want to do anything in that city. Because who wants to, excuse my French, shit where they eat?
Right.
There's something to do that. And, you can't, as black people, we can't go and handle our business. We can't come over here. There's so many things that we're not able to have access to. It was already difficult, and now this group of people has made it more difficult.
Right. And like you said, you only have so many resources too.
I'm surprised he didn't jump in front of you and stop.
I know I am too. I was getting ready to ask him why he was angry at you. I was going to ask him that, but
He wanted to, and I think he checked himself. But that was what normally what they do. They get in front of you
and stop me.
and stop you
Yes.
from doing anything.
Yeah, I know. They know me. I was coming down here,
Oh, okay.
so I was coming down here. I had to dress up and play.
Uh-huh.
You know, at least look disguised because
Sure.
they don't like me. Put it that way.
Got it. Well,
Because I'm more on.
well, I've had those, you know, I put a story up a while ago. Through the years, I've been a cop for a long time.
Okay, I appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Yes.
And in that time, I've been called Uncle Tom a few times, but it's always by our people.
Yes.
Right? And when the time permits, I'll have a conversation with that particular person. And a lot of times I end up with a new friend. You know, they're like, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. I was out of line. You're not Uncle Tom, and all that. So that's just a conversation I would have. I've been doing that for many, many years.
Right.
But the very first time I've ever been called Uncle Tom by a white person happened just a couple weeks ago. and it seems like they picked up on it. They call black folks Uncle Toms.
Yep. Yep.
And that just, it blew my mind. Like, that is the new thing.
It is.
And at the same time, they'll claim that they have Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah. I've been told that. Stop recording all this type of stuff, and you should be ashamed of yourself for being black. Like, wow. And that don't sound racist? I'm just,
No, you absolutely don't.
you know? So.
It's the same sort of conversation I have with everybody in my neighborhood. I still live in Portland.
Okay.
The same sort of conversation I have with everybody in my neighborhood. I still live in an area where all my neighbors are pretty much black.
Right.
And they've known me since I first started this job. And they just can't believe what's happening.
Right.
How the messaging got completely co-opted.
Yep.
By a group of agitators, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
Definitely, they might be coming down here under the guise of BLM, but they're really here just to mess stuff up.
Right.
They're just doing hooligan stuff.
Right.
Like, none of this has anything to do
It don't.
with really BLM.
It don't.
And it doesn't accomplish it.
Nope.
Like,
No.
every once in a while when I have a conversation with them, I always ask them, do you think that Dr. Martin Luther King had a plan to go write his name on, the courthouses down in Alabama? Like, do you think that's what he did? No.
Right.
They had to make serious decisions about every time they went out on a march or a protest, someone may not be coming back. Now that was scary, because that was regular people standing up to get my rights at a time that it was looked at as not so good.
Mm-hmm. And their presentation, their appearance was proper too.
Sure.
They were suited and booted.
Yes. They weren't trying to hide
The identity or anything like that. They were clean cut, sharp looking, suits on.
Absolutely right.
Big difference.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference. It's like having Pastor Haynes show up, and I'm sure that he can't understand what's going on.
Right.
This is so different than what we've ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, somehow they're hiding under this Black Lives Matter, but they're really not. It's the same people that would have called the police on you and me if we went to the building.
Exactly.
And tried to get in, and they look like we don't fit in.
Right. Right. Yep. And not only that, but I've seen and I do notice that a lot of people don't understand even police procedures on certain things. Whether unfortunate events that happens, someone was killed without even knowing like a whole picture or scenario or steps, or even putting their place in your guys' positions at times. Because who knows, like the call you just came from, and now you're dealing with another call, and situations are different, emotions are different, adrenaline may be different. There's all sorts of situations, but people just say, oh, you guys should have been trained better, and that shouldn't have happened. Without, it's unfortunate because, it's just easy to jump the gun without thinking and having the proper information.
I truly think that some of these protesters, kind of like, remember in 2008 when Obama was elected?
Yes.
Do you remember some of the, if you had any white friends talking about, oh, this is the end of racism? And I'm thinking, no, it ain't.
Right.
It absolutely isn't. Like, this is going to be a long process. What's the same thing that these same folks think about? Oh, if we defund the police, somehow racism goes away.
Right.
No, that's not how it works. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
You don't get rid of something. It's kind of like they feel like they're taking out the trash, and now they're never going to have to take out the trash ever again in their entire life.
Yep.
No, it's a constant process. It's conversations that they have to have at home amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Black people have been having this conversation for decades.
Yep.
Centuries.
Yeah.
But they haven't had any conversation at all.
No.
This isn't a conversation.
No, it's not. So, well, I appreciate you guys. So, I thank you for what you're doing. You guys be safe.
You keep doing what you're doing too.
I will. So, appreciate you.
Common sense conservative. I know who you are. I appreciate that video that you did with Brianna.
Yep.
She's an amazing young lady, and she's getting some help.
Good.
So she's doing what she needs to do. And
Is that the one that
Yeah, that's the one. Remember, I showed you guys' video at our road call,
Okay.
and because Rihanna's actions were just
They were huge. That was huge.
They were huge.
Yeah. And then she had another interaction down here with another lady.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That one too. Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
But you recording this?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So.
But
Yeah.
you know, right quick. 2 days ago, you had a 19-year-old kid that was killed. Okay.
Here.
In Portland.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is something brewing in the city of Portland.
Okay.
There's a gang war, right?
Okay.
And there's shootings that are up, like you said.
Right.
And because they did away with the gang or the gun violence reduction task force,
Yep.
that forces patrol officers who were responding to other calls. We now have to go there, lock everything down, investigate it, okay? And we can't respond to the calls of somebody breaking in the house, somebody breaking into a car,
Right.
because we're dealing with that serious situation.
Of course.
So
And I experienced that myself probably about over a month ago. There was some gunshots by my place. Called the police, I kid you not, about 25 minutes, and they had to come in a caravan. Because obviously coming in by yourself, you don't know the situation, resources. And I couldn't believe it, but I put the two and two together. I was like, it's because of what's happening across the city. That's where their focus is at. And so.
So just to add on to that, just last week or the week before, we took a gun off a guy outside Lloyd Center who was pointing at random people all through the Lloyd Center and outside. When we took him into custody, it was totally safe. He retrieved the gun. There were still people running up saying, like,
What are you guys
"What are
doing
you
wrong?
doing? Let him go." Agitating the situation that they had no idea what was going on. Even after we showed them, hey, this is what was found, we probably could have used it to rob you.
Right.
Why does it take so many officers to arrest one man with a gun? And you can't argue with that. There's no sort of response that's going to allay their fears that their rights are being taken away somehow.
Lack of respect for authority, all that. It's gone away.
And that's all they want to do. They only want to prove a narrative, and anything outside of that, well, it's like disproving gravity.
Right.
I have no proof, but it works every day.
Yeah.
But nobody's saying a damn word about that 19-year-old.
Nope.
Okay?
I saw this much in the news about this kid. They didn't even say
we can't do it by ourselves.
Well, you might be the only one because there's being suits on it. They still do.
I know.
It's not right.
So you guys can't even document from your side no more?
Now there's no stay on us doing it, but if leadership gets a hold of it, they might just stop doing it just to prevent.
There was an article in the
battle.
Oregonian just a couple of days ago. ACLU is suing because the police bureau is live streaming the protests, and it's based on some state law or something like that, where police can't collect information on citizens, something to that effect, when there's no crime going on. But
you guys have a lot of courage, a lot of, I guess, stamina, so to speak. I'm surprised you guys haven't. See ya. Because really, you guys' hands are tied in a lot of situations, and
people have no idea, how involved we are in the community. We help people.
Right.
We literally help people, and nobody will ever hear about the officer that arrests a guy. Guy tells him, "I haven't eaten anything in 2 or 3 days." Officer drives with him through the drive-through, buys him a burger and something to drink, pulls over to the side, doesn't unhandcuff him, but holds the burger
so he can eat.
So he can eat,
Or the story about Rihanna.
So, have you spoken to Rihanna?
She messaged me, I believe, last night or the night before about her organization she's trying to get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not on the phone, not over a week. I haven't spoke to her directly on the phone.
Yeah, we did. We ended up doing some more stuff for her, and it was members of the community and some police officers that got together to help her out.
Good.
But nobody,
That's not going to be talked about.
someone's gonna, mention something like that, and I'm really hoping she succeeds in that, nonprofit that she's looking to stand up.
Right.
Thank you for your service. Can I tell you we appreciate you?
Thank you very much. And you know what? She just thanked us for our service.
Yep. Yep.
The majority of the people out there support us. This
Yes.
right here, this is the few that are loud voters, There's a lot of, I don't know how many people stop us to thank us. So there's a lot of support out there. And
Yeah.
I'm saying this because I know that our command staff can't say this.
Right.
So we're probably going to end up getting talked to, for talking to you, about this stuff. But you
Hey,
know what?
well,
it's reality.
It is.
It's reality.
And you said you don't care. Hey, amen.
I don't like this. I don't like. I mean, look around. This is Detroit, Chicago.
Right.
This ain't the city.
This ain't the city. This ain't
This hasn't
beautiful.
been the city I grew up in
Yeah.
in 20-some years.
Yeah, this
You
ain't
know,
Portland,
I mean,
not.
there's so many more people here. I mean, it's just the numbers that,
Well, there's a lot of people are supporting you guys, so I just want you. So
I
it.
appreciate what you're doing, and I've been watching, man, all your videos. So
Okay,
good
appreciate
job.
it.
Good
And
job.
on Facebook, the Black Conservative Preacher on
Yeah, I
Facebook.
don't-
So if
I
you
don't
do, but
Facebook.
You
Yep.
got a good fan right here.
Yeah. I don't
all right,
do Facebook,
you
but,
guys stay safe. God bless you guys,
yeah,
man.
You too, man.
All right.
Keep on doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
So there you have that. I was not expecting that conversation. So that was a blessing to have. I don't know how much you guys could hear him, the first officer I was speaking to. As I was speaking to him, a black man rode by on a bike, looked directly at him and said, "F you, FAGGOT." That's what